Hey, this is my 95 Warrior. Uh, it'll tow start but won't electric start with the button. So what I did was to diagnose it. First thing I did was check the spark using the spark plug cap and the spark plug, and everything is good. Nice blue spark. So just for shits and giggles, I was like, okay, let me test the stator and the pickup coil. And they both, there's my multimeter up there. They both were in spec. The stator was at 285 ohms of resistance. It has to be between 60 and 330, the service manual says, so the stator is okay. The pickup coil, yeah, that's the pickup coil. That's at 190 ohms. Has to be between 170 and 220. So both of those are good. I changed the CDI box, which is back here. I put a brand new one on. All the wires are all good, nice and tight. Bike still wouldn't start, so I went and took off the carb. I had it cleaned professionally. I wanted to do it myself, but I pussied out. Once I took it off, I was like, fuck it. $175. They put all new jets in it, stock jets, and cleaned it all out for me and stuff. I guess it needed a float pin or something like that. Some kind of rod set that was like $40 extra. That's why it was $175. But I put a new fuel cock on. As you can see, it's got a new cock. Got to give your Warrior a new cock to go with the carb, because I figured maybe it wasn't getting fuel through the line. You know, so I put a new cock on and tried starting it. It wanted to kick over but wouldn't. So the only other option there, the starter clutch. And when I'm trying to start it, you know, one of the things that was happening was that this thing here, if you took off the cover when the stator was on, of course, this thing right here was spinning forward when it was trying to kick over, and then backwards. So it's not supposed to spin backwards. It's one way. It's a one-way bearing gear. So I pulled this off, pulled off the left crankcase cover. Trust me, it was a bitch to get this off, man. It was fucking on there. But I got it off, man. It sucks because I had to go to the Home Depot and buy this fucking humongous wrench, dude. It's like, fucking really, dude? Look at the size of this fucking thing. To clamp it around the outside so it would stop spinning, I finally broke it off. I was almost ready to quit, dude. I had to go to the Home Depot twice. But when I pulled it off, this rod right here, if I pull the rod, it'll come out for the starter motor. When I pulled, that came out in here. It came out over here inside of this thing. When I pulled off the left crankcase cover, it was stuck inside here. So I pulled the rod out, stuck in here, and I'm hoping that's all good. So I'm waiting right now. Next step that I have to do for the starter clutch is I'm waiting for the starter clutch parts to come. I bought an aftermarket kit for $130 off eBay. Now the OEM kit with all three parts, the one-way bearing, the other gear behind it, and there's like a small little ring gear. All three of those would have been like $180. So I tried to stay within budget because the flywheel puller was $32. So we're talking $162 for the flywheel puller and the clutch kit. The gasket, you gotta buy a new gasket. You can't put the old gasket on. I gotta figure out a way to look at this fucking thing. I mean, this gasket right here is gonna have to. I gotta get a new gasket. You always gotta get a new gasket. Whoever did this beforehand used freaking gasket seal like an amateur. Even though I'm an amateur, I was reading online that you just take some bearing grease and stick it on there so this doesn't happen, where it's like matted to the fucking part. At least I think so. But I'm not going to use sealant when I redo it. So the new gasket is coming, the flywheel puller is coming, and so is the starter clutch kit. So I'll be able to pull this off with the flywheel puller, get behind there, and I'll make another video after that. I mean, really, this is just for myself. So if anybody has anything they want to say that's like stupid to make fun of me or anything, I could really give a shit less. This is just for my own references. But if anybody has a comment or anything that could help me here, that'd be really appreciated. That'd be awesome. You know? I've been studying this thing day and night for like the past month since I got it, trying to get it started. What else I did today was, oh yeah, another problem that I should address is that the oil plug at the bottom of it is absolutely stuck. Now, I don't know if it's because the bike isn't warm and it's cold, and maybe once I get the bike warmed up, the oil plug will loosen up, but right now I cannot get that thing off, and if I keep trying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up rounding the bolt, so I stopped. So what I did was, the neutral switch on it was fucked, so I took the neutral switch out, and out came all the oil. I took the oil filter out, and I was like, screw it, I just drained out all the oil from there. It's still dripping. It's not good to do it like that, but I needed to change the neutral switch anyway. I have a new one because the neutral light wasn't working. So I'll put the neutral switch in, put the oil filter in, throw the cap back on it, change the starter clutch, and we'll try to get this bitch started. But I'll make another video once I get this flywheel off. So that's that. But once I get this thing going, man, let me tell you, I'm gonna have so much fun. Alright. Y'all have a good day.